Yeah, it was rough. I mean, I really think we all realized during tribal that all of our we were all in Sam's hands, right? Like he had the ultimate say. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's what determined the vote. So I was lucky that my name was not the one that was out there. But yeah, it was nerve-wracking. I mean, it was a long tribal, lots of discussion. So yeah, I think we all came out drained and just relieved that we made it through.
Yeah, the last tribal, who knew that I would be the person that everyone needed on their side? I never would have thought that coming into this game that I would have been that pivotal. I think my thought process in that vote is I wanted to play my own game. I didn't want the jury to perceive me that I was just taking direction from other people. And I just thought Kyle and Kayla in the end were going to be my biggest competition. And I felt like from the beginning, I have been good with Evan and Karli and wanted to reciprocate that loyalty.
I don't know why they wouldn't have just taken me out there. Thank God it was Kyle and not me. I truly don't understand. They're going to be regretting that deeply, I'm sure. But yeah, I felt like I should have kept my mouth shut and then just voted out Kyle, and then the same situation would have happened. But I think having like continuing the chaotic streak, I was just like, I didn't really get to talk to Kyle that round, and he's my ally. And I was in the middle of my pitch to Sam when we got pulled, and I was like, you know what? F it. And it worked out, and I'm thrilled.
You're so close to the end. You can almost taste it. Almost like that really bad bagel that should be in the garbage by now. It's hard to even remember what happened at the start of the day. The first challenge feels like ages ago, and yet here you are. You've all played a strong enough game to be in our final four, but only one will walk away as the sole survivor. If you want to solidify your spot in the final three, you'll need to rely on your brain and your memory. This is do not pass go. Do not collect $200. In each round, we'll show you one by one a series of 8 Monopoly cards: streets, utilities, and railroads. We'll then ask you to write down the order of each card. The host will ask everyone to reveal their answers one at a time. If you're correct, you'll move on. If you find yourself incorrect, well, let's say you aren't just visiting jail.
The player to last the longest will collect on free parking and win individual immunity and reward. Yes, another and final reward is up for grabs, and this time it's sponsored by Mars Child Crafts, aka Lydia, who's been here on production today.
Yes, hello
Lydia!
everybody. I'm so excited to Hi, I'm so excited to make a custom Survivor Torch embroidery for the winner of this challenge. So you'll get to pick out like the color thread and beads that I use. You can add your name to it, whatever you want. We can talk after the game. So really excited to get to make that for you.
Lydia is amazing. I know from firsthand experience, so this is a reward definitely worth winning.
We'll get you guys set up and then we'll get started.
Alrighty, everyone, let's get this shindig going. Arms up, perfect.
Endurance challenge.
We've got Ventnor Ave, Virginia Ave, Vermont Ave, Electric Company, Reading Railroad, Reading Railroad, however you would like to pronounce that one. Tennessee Ave, Pennsylvania Railroad, Baltic Ave, go.
Five, four, three, two, one. Pencils down.
Alrighty, everyone. So, The first one on your list should be Ventnor Ave. Can you reveal your list for the first one?
I mean, I spelt it so wrong. I spelled vector. I mean,
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Ventnor. All right, great.
Everyone got it.
Moving on to Virginia Ave. Virginia. Karli is wrong. Karli is out.
Karli, you can
Alright.
go off cam.
This one
So
round,
mad.
take it.
The next one should be Vermont.
Oh, hold on, I'm out.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Evan.
Yeah, no, I had Vermont second.
Okay. So we are down to Kayla and Sam here.
Okay, so what did you both have Vermont for
Yeah,
number
Vermont.
3?
Yep. Vermont.
Yeah.
Vermont.
He's gonna win. I've lost it here.
Next is Electric Company.
Have electric company.
I put Tennessee.
Tennessee. Kayla.
Kayla
up.
wins immunity. Everyone get back on camera.
God! Oh my God!
Congratulations, Kayla,
Wow.
for winning immunity and surviving to final 3.
Holy shit.
Sam, I literally, my mouth was open for like 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't want to be bullied into a move, or I didn't want the jury to think I was playing someone else's game, because I do think that's gonna be like a critique of the jury that's gonna have for me. But from the beginning, I play like a loyal game, and if I've gotten bad vibes from someone, I've cut them loose. And I felt like I have been the most loyal to you and Karli throughout, so I didn't want to vote you out. I still thought keeping John and Kayla in the game was going to be a mistake. And so that, I mean, yeah, Kyle and Kayla. And so that's why I needed to get rid of him. So
well, I owe you my life. And also my pitch to you right now is that, and I don't want to pitch against Karli.
mhm.
There's too many Kyles and
I
Carls,
know.
and but like I have burned people on the jury that she hasn't.
Mhm.
So and
I
honestly,
don't think
one of
she
them
has
went.
as much blood on her hands.
I'll just be like straight, like I am gonna vote Evan. I think he's my biggest competition, no
Mhm.
offense. Him and I have had like a somewhat working relationship that has never quite lined up, and I want to take him out here.
Yeah, I think he has the best resume besides you. Like, I feel like me and Sam have I feel like I have the lowest resume of everybody.
I think you are going to, I always try to tell people this and no one ever believes me. Public speaking is just my least favorite thing in the world. Like I can do okay in these like tribals and stuff because I'm like worked up. But when I know all the jury, all of production, and all of you are listening to me, I'm going to flop. And I guarantee my memory is gone at this point. I couldn't
Yes.
tell you anything I did today. So
I feel
mean,
like I'm gonna discount myself because I don't even remember what I said to who, you
Yeah,
know? So
gonna be
yeah,
tough.
I'm terrified. But I honestly I'm with you. Like I feel like my alliances, like they've gotten me this far, but I have to think about my possibilities. And like I don't have a shot in hell if Evan makes it. You know, I mean, so with you and like both of you against me, like there's no way I win. You guys have the best resumes, right? Like that's what I was basically just saying to Kayla. And so that's how that's
Yeah,
my
but
pitch is like take me because I don't think I'm gonna beat anybody.
Kayla,
Yep.
like I was not shitting you the entire time about how fun this is, and that would be such a boring ass win if you take me out. Like honestly, I'm not gonna be bitter. Actually, I will be bitter, but I'm not gonna be a bitter juror. But I'm going to rip into whatever I can, and not in like a threatening way, but like I
Yeah,
can't. It's not, to me, it's not as respectable. And like I go back and watch the season when you win, and like you'll see that I was true to you. And I know that might not mean much, but like
And
I
Evan,
had you.
same. I
No.
wish it's the truth until the
You-
end there. What? Go ahead. What?
You literally almost got me voted out. Even then, I still voted for Kyle. I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't know
saying.
why you guys did that.
I had to because Karli said Kyle's name. There's nothing
Yeah.
else. I had to.
Like to be so like to be as honest with you as possible. I don't want to sit with you at the end because I think that you have played a really good game today, and I
Okay.
want to sit by you. But I'm so serious in telling you that I dead ass wanted to work with you all day. I felt like I wanted to work with Kyle all day, and I'm saying wanted to because I feel like I never actually like
Okay.
I was scrapping. Like I never actually had a
Yeah.
chance.
Okay. I'll let you talk with Sam,
All
and
right.
yeah. But I'm
Sorry, I
gonna
love you. This is absolute insanity, and I'm so here for it. If I don't win this game, I'm honestly gonna be devastated. This has been a ride. My adrenaline, like I was low. My adrenaline has peaked again. I cannot believe I won that. They didn't want me to win. Evan is shitting his pants right now. Like, I have to take him out. I love him so much. I don't want to do it. I have to take him out because he is the only like real threat I think I have to lose this game. Oh my God. Maybe we'll see. I could be like totally delusional, but I think that the jury has seen me fight, and I have a lot of like my allies. People have gifted me their coins there, and I'm hoping good things are being said about me over there. Wow, this is so fun. All of a sudden I was really low, but now I'm high again.
Karli,
Oh my goodness.
I just want you to know, like, I love you so much, and like I've done everything possible, and you'll see it if you watch the season. I saved you
No,
whenever I could, and
I know.
all I ask of you is to vote Sam with me. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Like, just give me that chance because it's so upsetting. Like, I've been undyingly loyal to you, and
I
like
know. You've
you
saved me a lot, and I think you.
and they.
Oh, dang it.
I think the vote needed to be Kayla, and I didn't have that choice because the name Kyle was thrown out, and I had to vote Kyle out. And Kayla's voting me out now, so I need to talk to them and either convince Sam and Karli to vote each other, or just at the very least get Karli to vote Sam with me, and I can go to fire. But I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I feel like I've said this so many times, but like I just felt like with that last vote, I like the head and the heart, I was with you and I wanted to vote with you, but I just was really afraid to sit and go against you and Kyle in the final. And so even though I may have saved Evan this last round, I think this might actually be my last kind of move for him.
Yeah, and like sitting with a duo at the end, I think is like it could be good because the votes could be split. But I think here, if it's me, you, and Karli, like we all have something to say. We all have differences in our games. We didn't walk hand in hand this whole time. If me and Kyle made it to the end, it would have been like between Kyle and I.
Yeah.
If they had made it to the end, it would have been between them. And I feel like shit because I know Evan wants to like his pitch to me is, he thinks it's boring and that like I'm not like deserving of a win if I don't take him, but I'm just not going to buy into that because that's silly to me. I think he's my competition, just like all
Yeah.
of you are.
I think he's played a great social game, a great physical game. So I definitely think he'd be really hard to beat in the end.
Yeah. And I was telling, right, I think you got swiped out, but I was telling Karli, I am like the worst public speaker on earth, and I'm so serious. Like I've been all right today, like, in tribals and stuff. But when it comes down to it at the end, like I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna black out. I'm already lost my memory here. So
Yeah.
I think you both will perform well. And I think we'll have a fun little duke out at the final tribal. And I'm very excited to sit with you guys. And it's really fun because I never really worked closely with either of you. So this is like very, like, I think a good 3.
Well, in ways, like I came from none of you were in my initial alliance. Like Sam's been around since the second round, right? But like, in a sense that has its own sort of story too. Yeah, and Evan's a big threat.
I
Like,
know, and I know he's so upset with me, and he's
he's
going to be
upset.
devastated,
He's
which is
nervous with
totally
me
valid.
too. He was just pitching to me hard, and then he got pulled for confessional, and it like, oh, that's gonna kill him. He's
Hey,
bad.
hey, Karli, can we finish our conversation?
Yes, there's a 99% chance I'm about to get pulled, but so I am struggling right now because I truly don't believe I have the best. It doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to be going up against people with better resumes than me. And so if that weren't the case, if I were still fighting really tooth and nail for me, I would probably vote Evan out. But actually, I think I'm going to keep Evan around. He's done the same for me so many times. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. And actually, I think the loyalty card might be the only card I have to play. So yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe shock people and keep Evan around.
This is so true right now, Sam. I think Kayla and I will split votes, giving you a higher chance at winning at the end.
Mhm.
Because people who are bitter are not voting for us. Kayla's been like a little aggressive, and I've gotten blood on my hands.
Mhm.
And you have been loyal, and so has Karli, and those two games are too similar. And you're
Mhm.
going up against somebody who is going to get all of the other votes. And I hope you don't feel like I'm bullying you. I just like am really sad, and like I don't know how to like.
No, yeah, again, I mean, you've played it like a fantastic game. It's been so much fun, like working and getting to know you today. And so it is a really hard decision.
I think if you go with Karli, then you're gonna split votes because your games are too similar. And the best chance for you to win is to go with two players who have gotten blood on their hands, because the games are different enough that you could get the bitter jurors or the people who respect loyalty, because we weren't loyal and Karli was.
I think my pitch moving forward is that I think I've played a slow and steady game. I have not played a very flashy game, and I think the jury is not going to maybe like or appreciate or understand my more understated gameplay. And so not that I would necessarily describe my game as a GOAT, but I definitely think I think Evan had a really flashy game. And so I think comparatively, I think I'm a good person to have in the end. I don't think it's a shoe-in for me. I think I have an uphill battle if I'm in the end. So what's so hard for me to understand right now is that he just spent all this time pitching Karli to me. He's doing that right now to Karli to pitch me.
Yeah.
Like,
He's just trying to save himself.
he is, and like his whole thing was that like, oh, that he thinks that you and him would actually split votes, and that my game is too similar to Karli. And I just feel like he's been so good. I feel like he has said everything to everyone at the right time and has made them feel really good about themselves. And it's hard. I don't.
Yeah, and at this point, Simona, Karli, Yap, Vogl, I think that is his like original like try.
Well, I think what's also
three.
funny is like whatever Karli's comment was like, oh, I was here, I've been around, and that's just the vibe I've gotten from people throughout today, is that like I've been around, but no one's wanted to use me like in the right way. So I was like, so y'all were gonna vote me out if we didn't
No, I
win.
think 100% they were. That was the
So
whole deal I had with Evan, is that he would protect Kyle and I would protect Karli. Like we wouldn't go after each other's number ones.
yeah, and see, that's where I felt like this whole game is I never had like a number
Yeah.
one.
And that's like the shittiest place to be.
Yeah, and I
When
feel like
you
you probably
don't
feel
have,
pretty
like-
similar in the way from all the different tribes and things. So I felt like I felt like I've been a number, but no one's ever come back to like loop me in
Yeah,
to
yeah.
things. So
And this is like, I mean, this has been extremely challenging to get any information. That's why whenever we went into tribal, I was just like, this is what I'm hearing. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is who I'm voting.
Yeah.
Because there's no conversations happening that are productive.
yeah, and like if I don't win this, I'm gonna be so happy that if you pull this out, because I think you've played such a great game.
I wouldn't say that it's great. I would say that it was wild.
I think like you definitely, I mean, when you needed to pivot, you needed to pivot. Like you did not play afraid.
Yeah. I was inspired by Kyle. Like as soon as he started like calling people out so publicly, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. So I guess like I'm confused as to what would happen if it went to a tie or not. But as much as Evan was pitching me, why Karli jumped in, he's like, oh, you want to talk to Karli? Yes, you're gonna talk shit about me?
Listen, Karli knows sitting next to Evan is not in her best interest.
I just want to relieve you. I would like you to come with me. Like, I am voting for Sam.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
I'm not even good at challenges, but like I can at least go to fire.
Yeah.
No, listen, if you bring me, you have a much better chance at winning. I was just telling the same thing to Sam because you both have been loyal, and the jurors who respect loyalty will vote for you.
I think you'll have
Yes.
a good shot. And honestly, like, I thought about it and I was like, you might beat me and I'm okay with that. So I don't know. That might piss off
I would be so happy to take second to you. Like
Oh,
genuinely.
I feel the same way.
Oh, I literally felt tears coming to my eyes. I never thought I'd be emotional in a game like this, but like I think it's
Yeah.
because of like the lack of sleep. But it's been so
I know.
amazing.
Food
Like,
and like, I don't know. We've
It's-
also been exercising somehow.
I know. This is so
so-
embarrassing, but I just love you so much. You're amazing.
I love you too.
Final four. We have made it a long way today. And I want to first congratulate our immunity winner on a memory challenge, Kayla. Congratulations for making it to the final three.
Against all the odds.
Do you really feel like if
You're
you
welcome,
didn't win
you're
that,
welcome.
for sure you were going home?
I mean, I think all three of them would admit to that. Of course. They've said it to my face round after round after round. I am a threat. That is the role I am in this game. And I felt like just going hard with that is the best way to go. So yeah, I'm excited to get to the final tribal and talk it out.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So with that, we have three people who, based off what Kayla's saying, all just voted together as recently as last round. So, Karli, how do you go about making that type of decision with people that you have been playing the game for literally almost over 12 hours for?
You know, I think this is a point where I realized that I had to think just strictly about my game, what my story would be, you know, if I got to the final three. And at that point, what vote makes the most sense for my story, right? And I mean, that's a shady way of saying, like, my vote is selfish. You know, I feel like it's my only chance. Yeah, so I think I had to separate myself from the relationships that I've built a little bit just to finally like think about that final step. And I did.
So, Sam, I'm gonna ask you sort of the same question. Like, what is your thoughts on it? Like, what in a game that is inherently selfish, you do still make bonds. You still make loyalties. You still make alliances, friendships. Things are gonna last long after these recordings end. So how do you make that separation between what is the best move for you, even if it's against people that you like?
Yeah, I think that is like the crux of the game, and I feel like with so many votes, it's been head versus heart, and which one's going to win out, and trying not to let one overtake the other. And so I think there is the game side of thing, and then there is the outside of the game of thing, being able to connect with people and talk for more than just a couple of seconds before someone gets pulled for a scramble room. But ultimately, we've been at this for so long today that I need to make a decision that's best for me and my game, regardless of how I may personally feel about someone. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt to write somebody's name down that you've been close with during this entire game, but I've got to think about what's best for me and my game.
Thank you, Sam. So, Evan, obviously, this vote could take a toll on any of the three of you. It also still has potential to go in a deadlock. Do you see that as a possibility, or what? You know, just the floor is yours.
We'll see. Wait, Kayla, can you like get me like fired up again? Because I never thought I would get emotional. Like I was literally just crying happy tears because I got to meet these people. So like, thank you to everyone. Get me mad again. Get me mad. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is so embarrassing. All right, that's it.
To be clear, it's not embarrassing to show these types of emotions. They are warranted, especially for a game that's been so long, so exhausting mentally, and it can be taxing emotionally. But with that, I'm not going to delay this. Let's go to a vote.
Oh, okay. I say this almost every voting round. This is the hardest vote I have done. I also have a feeling you are writing down my name, but if you sat in the end, there's no way I could beat you, so this is to give me the best chance. So I'm really sorry, Evan. I've had so much fun getting to know you, but you were probably going to cut me, and so this is me getting you.
Sam, love you. It's my only thing I can do.
I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Sam. Evan.
Wait, what does that say?
With all my love.
Aww.
Evan. The final vote. Sam, we are going to a fire-making challenge.
You guys.
Okay, Sam, Evan, this is your fire-making challenge. The challenge is Extreme Flip Cup. You will need to flip 5 cups onto each other. One at a time, you'll flip 1 cup. Once that cup's flipped, you'll then have to flip the second cup on top of the first cup, the third cup on top of both of those, and so on and so forth till you get 5 in a stack from flipping. For fire making, survivors ready, go. A classic in DCP, flip cup.
But it's extreme.
And extreme isn't something to take lightly. This won't come easy.
Dude, I
Evan's struggling with his first cup.
Sam got 2. He's on his 3rd. Oh, he almost got that one.
Evan working on that second cup.
No, I have 2.
Oh, Evan has 2.
Yeah, that counts. That counts, Sam. Sam's on to 4. That counts. Yep, that's 4.
Wow. I should have
And with that, Sam wins fire making.
Alrighty, Evan.
Okay.
Well, the game has spoken. You
Yes,
are
the
next
game
member
has
of the
spoken.
jury.
I completely flopped at that challenge. And honestly, I don't care, because like the fact that I was even able to go to fire is a win for me. So, and I'm so glad I don't have to do a final tribal. Like, I can't wait to go see my friends, like on the jury, because I miss them. You have a decision to make. You have been voted out of this game, but your influence is not over. You must place a bet on one of the remaining castaways to make it to the final tribal council. They will receive a vote towards an advantage, and you will bequeath them all of your coins. Hell yeah, she should be rewarded for being loyal to me. Yeah, Karli.